Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. I'd like to address today this tragedy that occurred in Washington, D.C. at Reagan Airport. There'll be people looking for blame since immediately after the crash till after you see this video. And there's enough blame to go around. There's enough human error to go around. From what I've read and my sources of the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, the military chopper was several hundred feet above where it was supposed to be. And on the course that was predetermined for it, it was about a half mile off that course. There was a single controller handling both the chopper and the plane, and at that time of night, that's against regulations. Later in the night, it's okay. The controller was doing that because the supervisor allowed another controller to go home, and therefore this one controller had to handle both. It said he should have given some firmer orders to the chopper. I don't know. And then there's the fact that these choppers are used to ferry Congress people, among other things, in and out of Washington to appointments and meetings. In fact, if Washington's ever under attack, their job is to get the Congress and the top-level officers out someplace safe. And so they practice this all the time. But Washington's terribly congested, and the Congress people have consistently refused to have their taxi service, as it were, moved out to Dulles, which is 45 minutes away, too far. And then finally, you have the fact that air traffic control is understaffed and they're overworked. And Congress and presidential administrations have never, ever really corrected that, at least not in the last 10 years or so. So what to do? Isn't this a perfect place for AI? I mean, if you want to invest time and money, it seems to me AI could handle an infinite number of planes, both taking off and landing. It could give directions. It could find out if somebody's off course, if it appears to be a collision, if people appear to be too close. It seems a perfect thing for AI, under supervision of just perhaps a couple of people who are there for emergencies or unexpected events, something AI is not programmed for. Back in the 70s, I landed at Newark Airport on a 707 automatically, remotely. The pilot informed us that we had been landed using strictly remote controls without their hands on the wheels. This was called Autoland, and Autoland exists today for all kinds of aircraft. So that technology is in place, though it's somewhat primitive. It could certainly be improved by the application of AI. And so I hope that's where we'll put our money, and we'll stop looking for blame and we start looking for responsibility. We're not going to eliminate human error, so we can try to eliminate the possibility of its happening. And by the way, Autoland was invented in 1937.